Hey Sam, today is August 30th. It is 12:30 in the afternoon, around midday. I am back here at the beach, and I am here. I'm going to talk about work a little bit, and I'm going to talk about not work a little bit. Today is not a wellness day, so today is the last Friday in August, so Monday is Labor Day. Our USA Labor Day is the first Monday in September, instead of the rest of the world does it on May 1st and May Day. And I had on my calendar that today was a wellness day. Found out that it was not. The list of wellness days got updated, and it was another day was chosen instead. But to have a very long weekend was an important matter for work, and people come back in on Tuesday and are things that are supposed to be done over the weekend done. So it was a topic of conversation. People were like, well, no, it's not a wellness day. And I was like, okay, well, it's less of an issue that things don't get done because people will work on Friday. But my team is like, you didn't take much time this summer already anyway, so why don't you take the day off? So I was peer pressured. It was peer pressure, and I caved to it, and I am taking today off anyway. So wellness days are not something that the whole company gets, and that sounds unfair. It's kind of like anti-unfair when you really break down a lot of it. So our company, like most companies, there's corporate that runs the business, and then it's the business that we're in the business of doing. And there's different sets of rules because it's different sets of requirements. One runs the business, the other one makes sure that our clients are satisfied. Services our clients. So the people that do the work are hourly, they work by the hour, and they also earn PTO, paid time off by the hour. So the more time they are paid, the more paid time off they earn. So the more they work, the more they earn. If they take a lot of time off unpaid, then they don't earn a lot. There's usually like a target, like, hey, we expect people of this tier to have 3 weeks off during the year, and it's broken up by 52 weeks and 40 hours, and then it comes up with your accrual rate. And then eventually, after 5 years, you move up to a 4-week vacation tier, and you earn more. But for corporate, for me, the groups that I'm in, we don't have hourly wages. We have salary, weekly salary. So whether we have a lot of work to do and we're drowning, or we have not so much work to do, we end up earning the same amount every single week. And we don't have to worry about punching a clock, but we also just have to get the work done even when it comes through like a flood. That's the trade-off, right? But we still need to take time off, and it's all part of their package, they call it, your employment package. Our time off is called FTO, flexible time off. It's not counted, no questions asked kind of thing. Whether you're going to Aruba, or you've got the sniffles, or you've got to take your kid somewhere, or whatever reason, it's just take the time off, make sure your team is all set, and my team is all set today. And then it's not recorded on anything, it doesn't affect your pay whatsoever. But that is good and bad. So if I'm an hourly person and I earn up a PTO balance, when I'm terminated, in certain states it's required, and otherwise it's just by the generosity of the company. If you're terminated, you may get it at termination. And if you don't have the balance to take time off, your time off can be denied just for that reason. There are other rules. It gets really complicated, and I don't really care. For me and my groups that don't have this bucket of time to use, people typically don't use it. So if an hourly person has 3 weeks off a year, I, at the same tier, should have 3 weeks off a year, right? But typically people in corporate, they don't take 3 weeks off a year. And that was especially true during COVID when everybody was sent home. People were, during the lockdown, people were working from home. People weren't taking time off, so the business created wellness days where the entire corporate office would have a day off. Basically to force people to take time off because they weren't doing it. They were kind of sort of taking time off, but they were still like working. If you were in a department, like let's say you were in IT and you had to, oops, sorry, the phone is tilting all over the place. I'm sorry, I'm getting e-sick. Maybe like somebody has to be there to make sure the whole system isn't melting down. and then you can alert the others and people can. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking everywhere. At least there's no bugs today. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword that the people that are getting wellness days are people who are on this flexible time off, this no recording, no bucket, no balance kind of time off system. But the people who have that kind of system are often also not taking the time off. Because it's not sitting there in the face like, oh, I don't know how much time off I'm taking this year. But if I had a bucket, I'd be like, look at this, I have this much time sitting here. Or I can project out to November and be like, oh, by November I should have this much. I can't do that. So a wellness day is really to push us out of the office, the guaranteed day off. And it's only one day. And like today is not a wellness day. And I am taking it off. And it uses no bucket, no balance. It doesn't affect my pay. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. And if I was to terminate or be terminated or to leave the company when I have FTO, there is absolutely no. So Massachusetts, Bay State, right? I'm in Massachusetts, and if I had a PTO balance in Massachusetts termination, I would definitely get it. But I don't because I don't have a bucket. So some people, when they terminate, they get all this extra pay that's left over and unused. But I won't get that because I don't have a bucket. So that's the things that corporate folks have to consider as part of their own employment. Not necessarily the corporate, the actual work that we're doing. But these things that, like, why do we get some things and the other people don't get? It's because we also don't get things that they do get. And just the nature of the workforce, which sounds like a code for something, but the folks that we need to incentivize to do work for us, they have a different pay package than people that don't need to be incentivized to work for us. And just how it is. So, I think for some people that might watch this, they'd be like, what is a wellness day and why do you get it and why wouldn't I get that? It's because I'm just a different kind of employee. Not necessarily better employee, because in corporate, you don't generate revenue for the company. So the people that do the work for our clients are definitely the most important people. Not me. So, I just got a text from my team. Because I have to go read that. So, thanks for watching. This has been Liam from Bay State.